Hello friends, got an update on my hive wrap here. Several of you left a comment and said I did it backwards, that the reflective part of the foam board needs to face the heat or the source of the heat, which is the bees, the beehive. So today I'm going to reverse it and hopefully I can do it out here in the field. It's so cold. I've already been working bees. Yeah, 53 degrees Fahrenheit is a little too cold to work bees. I'm not pulling any frames of pupae up. I had to replace a couple of hives that lost their queens just out of nowhere. They were strong hives all season, and last inspection I noticed a couple didn't have queens, so I had to put queens, and I made a video on doing that at 50 degrees, how you can do it. They're going to die if I don't get a queen in there, so I had to do it. So anyway, today we're going to go out here 52 degrees. Bees are going to be not really flying, but they'll come out when they start hearing us make a lot of noise. But I'm going to go ahead and reverse this. I know some of you are going to go out and buy this and do it, and I'm not an HVAC guy, so I'm not an expert on this kind of foam board, but I think the experts say this shiny part should face the inside. So let's do what the experts say. Let's first check on what's in the feeding jars. All right. Oh man, this hive is one of my more hungry hives. There's a yellow jacket. I'd like to kill that yellow jacket. Probably got trapped in there last time I changed the jars out. Yellow jackets are kind of nasty. They sting and they bite and all that stuff. But look at this. I'm using pints so they fit in here nicely. That's got a hair in it, but not much. We're going to refill those. So let me do that real quick. If you're new to my channel, you may not know that I feed one-to-one in the fall. And I'm doing that so that I'll take this off. So this is my feeder board that we sell. And I feed one-to-one to raise bees with winter physiology. And the liquid is held in there by vacuum. And the bees use their proboscis to eat it. And this surrounds it like this. But it is going to be cold, so what I'm going to do is put a little bit of insulation up here. Now, I have this insulation left over from a work project here at the homestead, so I'm just going to use it for my beehives. This has no formaldehyde in it, and it has less particles that get airborne when you work it. I do like that. The other stuff is kind of crazy. But anyway, I'm just going to kind of pack this in here. Like I said, it's available. If you don't know me and you don't know my methods, I use what's available to me. I'm not a guy that's going to run out and buy the most expensive thing that works perfectly in every situation, everywhere, every time. I'm going to look around in the shop and in the inventory room. I'm going to find something. I'm going to scratch my head and say, you know, I think that'll work. And I'm going to use it. So that's why I know a lot of you leave comments about, hey, you should buy this, you should buy that. I've never been a guy with a lot of money, and I've never been a guy that wants to spend money that when I can just do it myself. And a DIY kind of guy. But look at that. I'm just really getting some top insulation above the feeder board with the feeder, and that's only because we're going to have below temperatures, below freezing. Oh, that's good. All right. So I got them fed. I'll put this back on there. And please support my work by buying our feeders. And one of the things you really need to do, if you haven't done already, is to purchase your winter Be Kind boards. Now these are boards, you can see they have insulation, the foam board here to insulate the top really good. And then we put our mixture, special mixture of candy on here. It's candy that has the same additives as the feeding liquid feeder does, but the bees go crazy. This has been a big hit on beekeepers for over 15 years now. I invented it, designed it, made it up. And a lot of people think that I'm really excessive ventilation guy, but I'm not. This is a little slot here that's just enough for the bees to go out and potty and come back in. It's not excessive ventilation. But you put the winter Be Kind board after you get done feeding liquid, you would take off your top, you would take off your well, let me show you. You would take off your top, You would, no, I'm not going to do that. It would open up all the insulation. But you take off the box and you take off the feeder board that is sitting on top of the brood area. This goes candy side down right on top of the brood area. And I use this little hole facing the front. And then my top cover goes right on top of it. So you want to order those as quick as you can. We start shipping them in December because we want to put them on when it's cold out. And that doesn't hurt the bees at all. You're not pulling frames up. You can swap these out all winter long. I do. A hive like this is probably going to eat, it's a big hive. So don't panic when I say this. But for me, and you know, I refill my boards. We include a recipe for you to refill them. They're probably going to eat about, all through my 4 to 5 months of winter, they're going to eat about 10. I'd say they're going to go through one every 2 weeks. And there are about 4 pounds of food on there. And it really does keep them strong. And I can't tell you how many beekeepers tell me that their bees started surviving winter once they started using the insulation board with the feed underneath it and supporting the bees all winter long. The good thing about the winter bee kind board that's different is that they don't have to go through a tiny hole like your intercover hole or something. Sometimes the clusters way on one side, they may not make it up through your hole. Well, this food is above the whole hive. What we're going to do now is change out or swap around all of this foam board that apparently is going the wrong way. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. Let's see, I think I'm going to have to take this top off, and I'm going to do the sides first. I'm going to use my special tape here. This tape, several of you made a comment about this tape. You want some, and I'll leave a link in the description right below in this video. This is Sure tape. It's DC 181. It's different than the tape that comes with those. This does not have a backer on it. It's a tape that's designed for ductwork, so you may be familiar with it if you're in the HVAC world. But anyway, let me show you what it looks like. Get it started here. It's not that bad to work actually, but it's like metal tape. Do you see that? It's real thin. I bought it off Amazon. The company is Sure Tape, and it's the DC 181. Okay, so I got a link in the description. And it works really good with this kind of foam board for me. So I want this not to fall down when I change them. So again, I'm a DIY guy. So, you know, this is the kind of stuff I stay awake at night and kind of wonder, how am I going to change that without it falling apart? So this tape here is going to hold this piece in position, hopefully on this very windy day. I'm going to do the same back here on the back side. So I'm going to do the front. I'm going to do the sides first. And by the way, what I do, if you don't know this little trick, but once you have your tape like this, if you let it fall back again, it's hard to get it started. So if you just put a little yucky bend over there, you can grab it better the next time. All right, so what we'll do now is kind of think that we can cut free this piece, rotate it so that the metal is facing the hive. All right, let's see if this works. I'm hoping that I can just kind of cut my tape. Just holding it, everything. I'm gonna have to cut it in several places. All right. Okay, got that piece freed. Now let's do the same over here. Now this piece is taped. Oh, nope, that didn't hold very good. Let me get my tape a little better. That's okay. Now let's cut it where the joint is. All right. There we go. A little bit more down here. Perfect. So now what I'll do, this is going to go just like that. So you can watch this video if you messed up like I did. Well, what do? I put my foam board on backwards. You can watch this video on how to fix your problems. Put it right there. get enough tape to hold it in position. We can kind of make it all perfect in just a minute here. All right. Fold our tape over a little bit. Now, we need to do the other side over there. I'm actually filming out in the bee yard away from any electricity. Most of our camera work is done nowhere near electricity. So we have to use Jackery batteries. See that? Let me show you. Is that little Jackery there? Yeah, it's really great though. I mean, they work so well. I'll leave a link in the description, these little Jackery batteries. Let me show you that real quick. So my camera runs, I could get a battery pack, but the battery runs out too fast. So this is one of the smaller ones. I'm down to 10%. Been doing a lot of filming. No, it was started at 12%. They work really good. Same thing over here. I've got this tape securing that one. So I'm gonna cut these cross tape sections. All right. I'm gonna cut the seam back here. And the bees are interested in what's happening. All right, very good. So, rotate that. Get my tape ready by putting it in here just to hold it temporarily. Yeah, that's the one thing I love about all my years of being desperately poor has taught me a lot about beekeeping and how to utilize all available resources. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you got to work on the fly in beekeeping. You don't have stuff handy, and you just got to make it happen. Got to cowboy up. Okay, so I like that. I don't love it, but I like it. So now I need to swap this front section. And once I do, I can start making things a little more solid. I think the front section should be free. It is. All right, very good. Okay, let me cut that tape off. The wind is working against me. We have had the coldest weather for now this time of the year. We have had the windiest weather. It has been so frustrating. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to, oh, there goes that one. Hang on, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna put the reflective side towards the inside. I'm gonna put it in position right there. Oh, yellow jacket, ooh. I've got that ready to be held in place. Let's cut it. Now we just have the back one to do, and then we can tape everything together. See if we can do it before the wind carries it off. That's the one thing I like about my YouTube channel. If I mess up, you guys are quick to tell me. Sometimes you tell me when I don't mess up, just because you have an opinion on, you know, how you would have done it. And that's fine. Everybody has an opinion. But I love it when somebody gives me advice that, you know, I really need to hear. I'm not one of these people that has an ego problem where it's my way or the highway or I'm the only one that knows anything. I've never been like that. And I think because I've relied on learning stuff from other people, I desperately want to learn more about bees, more about everything. And so anybody that can help me by telling me stuff that's helpful, I'm in debt to you. I'm not mad at you, I'm in debt to you. All right, let's make this look good. So let's just get started with this piece here. Let's flush it up at the top. We can kind of make it happen as we go. There we go. Did I do that piece? Yeah. This top piece needs to come up. That's good. Just needs to go back and down. Perfect, like right there. All right. I'll go all the way around the horn, I think. That's a bad noise to make to your bees. They don't like that sound. I don't blame them. Okay, very good. Yep. All right, I got it. Got the top part to kind of keep it in place. I think this is going to make so many of you so much happier, isn't it? Okay, let's bring this front up. It's almost a two-person job. That's good. All right, that's got it. I may go ahead. I think I need one around the bottom. That's going to give me a little more strength down there. Go to the bottom here. All the way around the back. It is excessive, but here in Illinois, we have some excessive winds. All right. I can put some stuff like this if I wanted to kind of make those seams seal off. Not necessary. But it'll help hold it together too. Yeah. All right. Oh, they're pretty tight in the back. We're not going to worry about the back. Okay, we got it. Let's take off some of this extra tape that was holding stuff. So when I remove my feeder board, I can have easy access to put on my winter bee kind board. I do love this tape. For me, this tape is real easy to work with. And since it's metal, it's not going to get all wet and change on me. All right, got my mess cleaned up. Got my jars filled up. Got my insulation on the top. Just for all of you guys, I reverse the foam board for you. Well, for me too. That's the right thing to do. Let's hold it all down with a big cinder block. A little tight because the wood is swollen up a little bit, but it's pretty good. We'll leave it there for a minute. If you want to watch a video where my good friend John Zavishlak and I opened a hive up together and looked through it together, I think you'll learn a lot. I want you to check that video out. I'll see you guys right over here.